Welcome to another edition of Inside Medicine. I'm your host, Doug Geinzer, the CEO of Las Vegas Heals, an acronym for Health, Education, Advocacy, and Leadership of Southern Nevada. And we're in the studio today with Michele Frankovich from the Healthy Nevada Project. For those of you that are new to Inside Medicine, we broadcast right here live in the studio every Thursday at 10 o'clock. And if you happen to miss an edition, you're able to go online. You can catch it on our website, our YouTube channel, Stitcher, Roku. There's a bunch of different places. Just check the website and you'll be able to find those, and you'll be able to see the episode of Inside Medicine. We try to bring in leaders and shakers in the healthcare space, those that are doing amazing things that are helping to innovate the quality of health right here in Southern Nevada. And we're going to learn a little bit about the Nevada Healthy Project, Healthy Nevada Project.
Healthy Nevada Project.
So welcome to the studio, Michele.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, we're going to show a little video about the Healthy Nevada Project. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's roll that video, because I think it's going to really lay a good foundation of what we're going to talk about in a few minutes. If we could roll that video, please.
Each one of us is unique. We're embedded with a genetic code that impacts our traits, our health, and our children's future. Most of the time, medical systems are blind to this genetic variation. They don't factor how our personal genetic makeup gives us different physical traits or informs decisions about our health and wellness. In 2016, Renown Health, the Desert Research Institute, and the Nevada Governor's Office launched the Healthy Nevada Project, a visionary community-based health study in northern Nevada. By using genetic information from study participants along with patient data, the Healthy Nevada Project will help us better understand health outcomes in our state and possibly unlock a new healthcare model for our population, one that has the potential to save lives. And now, what began in northern Nevada as a first-of-its-kind population health initiative is expanding its vision to the Las Vegas Valley. With the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada welcoming the study, the Healthy Nevada Project will offer no-cost genetic testing through a simple saliva sample to 25,000 volunteers in Southern Nevada. By including the Las Vegas area, this study truly becomes the Healthy Nevada Project, and the results will make a statewide impact. This new phase of the project is open to the first 25,000 Southern Nevada residents who qualify. Participation is easy. All it takes is a small saliva sample. You'll get a personalized genetic report on your health, traits, and ancestry from Helix. And by integrating medical data with this genetic information, we may make discoveries that lead to groundbreaking personalized medicine and vastly improve population health. It's this data, all from one sample, that can make a big difference in the health of our state. Each of us, with all our unique, different, and amazing traits, can help us pioneer a new healthcare model. And we're all empowered to live better, healthier lives. To learn more and join the Healthy Nevada Project, visit healthynv.org.
Michele, you've probably seen that video about 1 million times
Just a
by
couple.
now. Yeah, I as we were preparing for this, I watched it over and over, and each time I gleaned something new.
Very true.
Super cool project. Tell us, like a high level,
Sure.
What is this project trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I guess at a high level, we are a health literacy and research study. So we would like to empower all Nevadans to learn more about their genetics. Genetics are a powerful tool on many levels. And if you know more about your genetics, you can change your behavior to live a healthier life. We also are looking at returning particular clinically actionable results that are inherited traits.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know you have one of these conditions early in your life, you take preventive measures and you hopefully prevent any illness, injury, or disease caused by these traits.
So like preventative stuff, because we call it healthcare, but really we're running a sick care system.
Well, many organizations are, and yes, you could say that the industry might be doing that, but I think our CEO, Tony Sloan, clearly says we're looking to keep people out of the hospital, not bring them in.
Yeah, I totally believe in what you're trying to accomplish. And as you and I know, I'm going to be signing up. Well, I actually already signed up, went through the consent process, but we're going to do a test later on in the show. So make sure you stick through the show, the guests, so you could see how easy this process is and understand a little bit more. We're going to talk about it throughout the program. So before we get started, what's your role with the program?
Yeah, so I'm the administrator of the Healthy Nevada Project, and I'm the director of research of the Office of Research at Renown Health. So my role really is the front-facing role. My team does all of the recruitment. They're the individuals you will contact with on the phone. You will see when you come in to consent and provide your saliva sample. We also partner with Desert Research Institute, and they are the scientists behind the study. Our principal investigator is from Desert Research Institute, Joe Jimsky. Other partners would be UMC, who are graciously hosting us here in Southern Nevada. We are at 3 sites here in Southern Nevada, 2 urgent quick cares, and then one of their primary care centers up in Centennial. And then Helix is our sequencing partner. So they would be the ones that we send the saliva sample to, and they sequence the genetics.
So Renown's the lead on this, and I slipped earlier and I called it Washoe County, and it's been rebranded now for about 10 years, right?
Maybe 20 to 30, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Renown and their role in the project.
Sure. Yeah, so Renown is the largest healthcare system in Northern Nevada. We have 3 hospitals across Northern Nevada, primarily focused in Washoe County. We have over 20 primary care and specialty clinics, well over 200 employed physicians. And one of our key initiatives is innovation. And within innovation lies the Healthy Nevada Project. We believe, like I said, Dr. Tony Sloan believes that keeping people out of the hospital and only bringing people in with acute injuries and acute illnesses is the way of the future.
So what are your goals with the project? You know, the video talked about you have completed 40,000, I believe, in Northern?
40,000 in the Northern Nevada, and we now released 25,000 in Southern Nevada. So we, again, are at 3 sites here in Las Vegas.
And what types of people are you looking to enroll? Is it a particular demographic, or is it just come one, come all?
Well, you have to be 18 years of age or older, so we don't have a consent form for pediatrics.
Sure.
But we would like to mirror the demographic of Northern Nevada. So if you're a Nevadan, please join the study.
Yeah, so so this is what we start talking about. We always hear population health.
Yes.
Because Nevada's population is different than Utah, which is different than California, thank God. But so tell us a little bit more about, so you're building a database behind it that says, here's what Nevada looks like?
We are. When you do consent to join the study, you will allow Helix to return your de-identified genetics back to our database. We're marrying our genetic database with medical outcomes and also environmental data. So that's where Desert Research Institute is really important. They have a history of studying the environment for over 60 years. And there we'd like the second tier of our study is discovery. So there are a lot of environmental outcomes and lifestyle choices that affect our health. And we'd like to understand how our genetics influence that and how our environment influences that, because we have the ability to change our environment. We have the ability to make choices in our health style and our lifestyle.
Yeah, so I'm curious, I found out about it through you all in the commercials. You're doing a great job with your outreach. But when somebody raises their hand, they say, I want to participate. Mm-hmm. How does that process start, and what can that participant expect?
Well, it's a very streamlined process. So I did say, we are in 3 locations in Las Vegas. HealthyNV.org allows a self-scheduling appointment system. So you go online, you grab an appointment, you show up at one of the 3 sites. You should expect to be there for about 20 minutes. The first maybe 10 to 15 minutes is all the consenting process. So that's an automated online process that you'll walk through. It's completely paperless. And then you provide 1.5 cc's of saliva, which is actually a little more daunting than maybe it sounds. It's about that large.
We're going to do one of those in a few minutes.
And you're out the door.
Hold this up for the audience, and we'll wait till the end of the show. But I'm sweating over it. And I was told not to drink or eat 30 minutes before in advance. So hopefully my Starbucks and my big gulp that I washed it down with won't show up.
Yes, so we do want pure saliva, and that's the reason for that. So I like to say the consenting process takes about 15 minutes. So make sure that you've got no mints, no smoking, nothing for 15 minutes before you show up.
So I shouldn't have smoked that pack of cigarettes and washed it down with
well, there are several reasons you shouldn't do that.
Well, Well, yeah.
Environmental factors.
I agree. So tell us a little bit about your partners in the study. You talked a little bit about each one, but Renown's heading it up, but you've got some other big hitter partners. And first and foremost, we're thankful that you're bringing this down to the South.
We are so thankful to be here.
Yeah, and we're excited to participate in this. But tell us a little bit about Helix. Let's start with Helix.
Sure. So first, I'd like to say we could not have done this without our partners. This is truly a collaborative effort, and that's why this is such a groundbreaking study. We are the first statewide population health study to exist, and that's a really powerful statement.
That's in the nation.
In the nation, the world.
That's awesome.
Someone from Singapore just contacted us. They're interested in taking this internationally. We're interested in taking this union-wide, so Healthy USA. So back to Helix. Helix is our sequencing partner, and the reason we put a lot of effort into researching, I wouldn't say interviewing, but doing our due diligence on who to choose as a partner for our sequencing. So Helix's power is that they sequence the entire genome. There's two things. The first is that they sequence everything. We don't have to resequence, and that's really powerful in 5 years, 10 years. You don't have to go back and respit. Secondly, in sequencing the entire genome, the difference between other commercial products would be, we like to say it's sort of like reading a book. So some of the other commercial genetic testing products will sequence, say, particular words of chapters. Helix will sequence the entire genome, so the entire book, so you have everything. The second really important part of our partnership with Helix is that Helix is a CLIA-CAP certified lab, meaning these are clinically actionable results. So when we return results to you, you don't need to retest. From there, your genetics are a really powerful tool, and you partner with your primary care provider to understand how to improve your health. You don't need to go back and resequence.
That's awesome. So it's, I was one of the early participants of 23andMe, and it's been many, many years, and I hate to admit it, but I've stopped looking at the emails, and they say, we think we found your 23rd generation cousin, and I just get lost in it. So how do you all differ from that?
Well, there's a fun element in 23andMe. The reports are fun. You do understand a lot about yourself, and you can compare with your partner or your family. But what's different about us is we are clinically actionable. So when you receive these results, you take them to your primary care provider, and your primary care provider can act on them. You do not need to retest. And we just have a fuller picture of your genetics than 23andMe would ever have.
Very cool. So one of your other partners is DRI, Desert Research Institute.
Very, very close partner,
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about the partnership that you have with them. And we've had them on, we had a panel on diversifying the health economy in Southern Nevada or Nevada, and they participated in that. So some of our audience that attended that got a little bit of exposure to the project, but for our guests that are watching today, they they didn't have that ability. So tell us a little bit about DRI and what role they play in Healthy Nevada project.
So the Desert Research Institute, our principal investigator, who is the brain behind the study, is Joe Jimsky from Desert Research Institute and the Applied Innovation Center over at Desert Research Institute. And they do all of the research, all the discovery, all the analysis, really partnered with us to design the process that is completely streamlined, paperless. And we like to say that the relationship started over a cup of coffee. So Dr. Sloan and Dr. Jimsky will often say, 3 years ago, they met for a cup of coffee, two guys from Jersey. And here we are 3 years later.
That could lead a lot of other ways, too.
And here we are changing the health of Nevada. We hope to, by 10 years, have moved markers in where we lie in the union as far as our health in the state of Nevada.
I know Dr. Sloan's been doing amazing things for Renown.
Oh, my goodness.
We read about all the work that he's doing up in Reno down here. We're like, why can't we get somebody like that down here as well? He's doing such good stuff.
Well, he is here now.
Yes,
here we are with
absolutely.
the Healthy Nevada Project.
So down here you partnered up with UMC.
Yes.
So tell us the role that UMC plays in that.
Yeah, so UMC, again, another cup of coffee between Mason and Tony, the two CEOs of the organizations. said we have a lot in common as far as organizations go, and we wanted to make this a statewide population health study. And so Mason offered UMC as a host site. So we are, again, in 3 locations currently. One is Centennial in northern Las Vegas, another Rancho, North Rancho area. And then the third is down south at Blue Diamond.
Okay, and sounds like Dr. Sloan likes his coffee. Hopefully he doesn't encourage it before the test, as I have been lacking my Starbucks this morning because I needed to wait until I spit in the cup here.
And your results will tell you how caffeine affects you, so that'd be interesting to ask him.
Interesting. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to try to fill some of this up so people can see how easy it is or how difficult it is. And then I'm looking forward to drinking some water, and then after that, Starbucks. So
think of citrus.
So this is probably not the most pleasing visual, but
it's fine. You have no idea how many people I've seen spit.
And you just have to get it filled up, and I have to fill up all the way to the line.
1.5 cc's. And a thing that we repeat on a daily basis is bubbles don't count. So if you do happen to have a little bit of bubbles, just do a little pound on the desk.
Okay.
And there you go.
So while I'm doing this, you all brought somebody out on site to do this.
Yes.
Are you able to do that for everybody?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, thank you for asking, because that is a really unique part of our population health study is we're mobile. So because we're paperless, all we need is wireless. We show up with laptops. Our consent process is right there on the screen. And as you can see, this is as large of a kit as we need. So we travel within a little box. Depending on how many people are at your event, we can show up. Just to contact Healthy NV, there's a email address right there just to ask for if we can be at your event. It's easy to do.
It's a very easy process. I did it while we were talking in the lobby. I think it took all of about 10, 15 minutes, and it was just some clicks, some basic information. Obviously, wanted to know, what are you going to do with all of this data? Right. And so I've got questions.
Okay.
Our participants have questions. Yeah. Where do people go to learn answers? Where's the best place that they could really dig in, study up on this, and learn everything that they need to know to feel comfortable taking the test?
So we have been live for about 18 months and have had so many questions. And over the 18 months have developed a very robust list of FAQs, which are on our website, up on the banner. You go to About Us. FAQs should answer most of the questions you have. If we don't have an FAQ there that does address your concern or your question, just pick up the phone and call. There are published websites, published phone numbers right there on the website, or we also have an email address.
That's awesome. So I'm going to continue doing this, but we're going to have to wrap up the show, I think.
Oh, okay.
So tell us, is there anything that we did not cover that you want people to know? Because we went through a lot of information. This is very, very powerful for the state of Nevada. I think it's going to lead us to understand what our population health looks like.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to getting my results back because, of course, you want to know what should I not be doing? What should I be doing more of?
Right.
And from what the preliminary FAQ showed me, it's going to answer a lot of those questions for me. So what else should our audience know?
Well, where we started was what I said, we are a health literacy program and a research study. So we want health literacy to be something that every Nevadan understands. And we want to recruit as many Nevadans as we can and empower them to understand that their genetics are a powerful health tool to partner with your primary care physician to improve your health. Who doesn't want to feel better? Who doesn't want to prevent illness, injury, and disease? And we think in today's medical industry, we have the tools to do that. So sign up, healthynv.org. We are offering 25,000 kits in Southern Nevada and Las Vegas. Appointments are going quickly, so please sign up quickly so you have a chance to participate. And we look forward to you joining our study.
Well, very good, Michelle. We appreciate you being on Inside Medicine.
Thank you.
I still have a little bit to go.
Bubbles don't count.
I know. I've got to knock this down a little bit. It's a tough thing, but and I'm looking forward to that water and more so that coffee. And next time Dr. Sloan is in town, I'll have coffee with him, and maybe some great things will come about of that.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Well, very good. For our audience, thank you for being with us today for another edition of Inside Medicine. Again, if you caught us halfway through the session, you could catch us online on our website, YouTube, Roku, Stitcher, all those other fancy websites that they tell me to mention. And we look forward to seeing our audience next Thursday on another edition of Inside Medicine. Thanks, and you make it a great day.
Thank you.